The birth of cricket in 16th century England is shrouded in mystery. The earliest reference dates back to 1598, when it was called cricket. Early cricket was a simple affair with a batsman defending a gate with a curved bat. The gate evolved into the modern wicket. The first players were farmhands and shepherds playing on village greens. By the end of the 16th century, it had reached London and found a new audience among the gentry and nobility. Cricket's appeal lay in its simplicity and competitiveness, making it a game of skill and strategy.
The 17th century saw cricket become more organised. The first recorded match took place in 1646 in Coxheath, Kent. The first known laws of cricket were drawn up in 1744 and revised in 1774. Cricket clubs began to form, with the Hambledon Club being the most famous. By the end of the 18th century, cricket was England's national sport, played at all levels of society. The first major cricket ground, Lord's, opened in 1787 and remains the sport's spiritual home. The 19th century saw cricket spread across the British Empire. The first international cricket match was played in 1844 between the USA and Canada. Cricket became particularly popular in the Caribbean and India. The first Test match between England and Australia was played in 1877. The Ashes series began in 1882 and remains one of sport's greatest rivalries. By the end of the 19th century, cricket was truly global, played on every continent except Antarctica. The game had evolved significantly with the legalization of the overarm bowling action in 1864. The early 20th century is often called cricket's golden age. W.G. Grace was still playing, having dominated the game for decades. New stars emerged like Victor Trumper of Australia and Jack Hobbs of England. Test cricket flourished in this period. The Triangular Tournament of 1912 was the first attempt at a world championship. The interwar years saw the rise of cricket's greatest batsman, Don Bradman of Australia. Bradman's exploits made him a national hero in Australia and a thorn in England's side. The 1932-33 Ashes series saw England resort to controversial bodyline tactics. Cricket continued to spread during this period. West Indies and New Zealand joined the Test ranks, and India played its first Test in 1932. Women's cricket also grew in popularity, with the first women's Test match played in 1934. The game was evolving, but its basic structure remained unchanged. The two world wars had a significant impact on cricket, disrupting the sport in ways never seen before. Many players served in the armed forces and some never returned, leaving a void in their teams and in the hearts of fans. Cricket grounds were repurposed for military use, transforming peaceful playing fields into training grounds and barracks. Despite the chaos, the game provided a much-needed morale boost for troops, offering a sense of normalcy and camaraderie. After each war, cricket played a crucial role in helping nations heal, bringing people together and fostering a spirit of reconciliation. The post-war era saw cricket's landscape change dramatically, with new countries emerging and old powers adapting to a new world order. India gained independence in 1947 and was partitioned into India and Pakistan. Both nations embraced cricket passionately, quickly becoming competitive cricketing nations. The Commonwealth provided a new framework for international cricket, fostering a sense of unity and competition among member nations. The Imperial Cricket Conference, which had governed the sport, transformed into the International Cricket Conference in 1965, reflecting the global nature of the game. The 1950s and 60s saw the rise of West Indies cricket, a period marked by exceptional talent and thrilling performances. They had talented players like the three W's Worrell, Weekes and Walcott, who became legends of the game. West Indies became a dominant force in world cricket, known for their aggressive play and formidable team spirit. This period also saw changes in the way cricket was played, with more aggressive gameplay, improved fielding standards and innovative strategies. The biggest change was yet to come, revolutionizing the game in the coming decades, setting the stage for modern cricket as we know it today. The one-day revolution limited overs cricket. This format transformed the game forever. The 1960s saw a decline in cricket's popularity. Fans were losing interest in the long, drawn-out format. Test matches could last 5 days and often ended in draws, leaving spectators unsatisfied. The game needed a shot in the arm, which came in the form of limited overs cricket. This new format promised excitement and results. The first one-day match was played in 1962. The format proved popular, drawing in crowds and generating buzz. In 1969, the John Player League began in England, further cementing the popularity of limited overs cricket. International one-day cricket followed, with the first ODI played in 1971. This marked the beginning of a new era. The new format was a hit with fans, who loved the fast-paced action and guaranteed results. The first Cricket World Cup was held in 1975, bringing together the best teams from around the world. West Indies won the final at Lord's, showcasing their dominance in the new format. The tournament was a great success and became a regular fixture in the cricket calendar, drawing in fans from all over. One-day cricket changed the game in many ways, making it more dynamic and engaging. It encouraged more aggressive batting and athletic fielding, adding to the excitement. New bowling variations were developed as bowlers adapted to the demands of the shorter format. The format also brought more money into the game, attracting sponsors and increasing players' earnings. Coloured clothing and white balls were introduced, adding a new visual appeal to the game. Cricket under lights became common, allowing matches to be played in the evening and attracting larger audiences. The game was evolving rapidly, but it still maintained a balance between bat and ball, ensuring that both aspects of the game were equally important. This balance would be challenged in the next big revolution as the game continued to evolve. The 1970s and 80s saw some great test series, proving that the traditional format still had its place. The 1972 Ashes series was particularly memorable, showcasing the enduring appeal of Test cricket. Despite the rise of one-day cricket, Test matches remained the pinnacle. They were seen as the true test of a cricketer's skill. The 1970s and 80s saw some great Test series. The 1972 Ashes series was particularly memorable. England regained the urn after 13 years. In 1976, West Indies beat England 3-0. The 1980s were dominated by West Indies. They had a fearsome pace attack. This period also saw the rise of all-rounders. Players like Imran Khan, Kapil Dev and Ian Botham could change a game with bat or ball. The 1990s saw Australia emerge as the new dominant force. They were led by Alan Border and later Mark Taylor. The team included greats like Shane Warne and Glenn McGrath. This period also saw the rise of Asian cricket. Test cricket was thriving, but a new challenge was on the horizon. The T20 explosion, cricket for the modern age. The 21st century brought a new revolution to cricket. 2020 cricket, or T20, was invented in 2003. This new format was designed to be fast-paced and exciting, capturing the attention of a modern audience. It was designed to be even shorter than one-day cricket. A T20 match lasts about 3 hours, making it perfect for evening entertainment and fitting into the busy schedules of fans. It was an instant hit. The first international T20 match was played in 2005, and it quickly gained popularity among cricket enthusiasts and casual viewers alike. T20 cricket changed the game dramatically. Batsmen became more aggressive and developed new shots, such as the scoop and the switch hit, to maximize scoring opportunities. Bowlers had to develop new variations to counter the aggressive batting. They introduced slower balls, yorkers and other innovative deliveries. Fielding standards also reached new heights, with players becoming more athletic and agile. The first T20 World Cup was held in 2007. India won the tournament, sparking a T20 revolution in India and inspiring a new generation of cricketers. The Indian Premier League, or IPL, was launched in 2008. It was a franchise-based T20 league that attracted the world's best players, creating a platform for thrilling cricket and intense competition. The IPL became a huge commercial success. It changed the economics of cricket, bringing in massive sponsorship deals and broadcasting rights. Players could now earn huge sums from a short tournament. T20 cricket brought new audiences to the game, including younger fans and those who had never watched cricket before. Cricket had found a new gear for the 21st century. The T20 format ensured that the sport remained relevant and exciting in the modern age, paving the way for future innovations. The IPL phenomenon changing the game's economics. The Indian Premier League, or IPL, deserves special mention. It has transformed cricket's landscape. Launched in 2008, it combined cricket with entertainment. It used a franchise model similar to American sports leagues. Teams were owned by businesses and celebrities. They could bid for players in an auction. This created a new market for cricketers. The IPL's success was immediate and overwhelming. It attracted huge crowds and TV audiences. The best players from around the world participated. The IPL's financial impact was enormous. It made cricket the most lucrative sport in India. Players could earn more in 6 weeks of IPL than in a year of international cricket. The IPL remains cricket's premier T20 tournament. Cricket today, a truly global sport. Today, cricket is a truly global sport. It is played in over 100 countries. The International Cricket Council, or ICC, has 105 members. 12 nations play Test cricket. Many more play ODIs and T20s. The game has spread beyond its traditional strongholds. Afghanistan and Ireland recently gained Test status. Teams like Nepal and Papua New Guinea are on the rise. Cricket's formats continue to evolve. Test cricket remains the pinnacle for purists, but it faces challenges in the modern world. ODIs provide a balance between tradition and entertainment. T20 is the game's commercial powerhouse. Cricket's journey from English villages to global phenomenon continues.